I had been told several times by family and friends that, oh, you'll be in the Olympics someday. And I always thought that was really cool, and oh, it made me feel good that day, you know, but I never really believed them because the Olympics, it's a big deal. When I first started swimming, I didn't really know how to swim. So I was 5 years old in first grade, and we had a little fun fair at school, and I wanted to sign up for the swim race because we had a pool there. And without even knowing how to swim, my parents knew I didn't know how to swim. I still had water wings. I signed up for it, and because I wanted the medal. I saw the medal that we were gonna win. And I jumped in. I think I did a cannonball, what my mom said. I did a cannonball, and then I swam a little bit, like crazy, flailing my arms. I stopped, caught my breath, did it again, I stopped. So I stopped 2 times. I ended up touching the wall, and I beat all the other little kids. So I got that medal. So that was my very first swimming race, my beginning of my swimming career, and I didn't even know how to swim. By the time I was, the top of my age group, 10 years old, I was starting to get all blues. And same thing for the 11, 12 age group, and then 13, 14, and I was almost sweeping. And then so the high school, when I got into high school, I started swimming there, and I was thinking, maybe I'll get some blue ribbons here too, and I was. I did get my fair share of, blue ribbons or medals and really cool, intricate-looking trophies and everything. And with each trophy, it was a goal accomplished. So I know that that trophy signified I dropped time in that race, or I beat so-and-so, a friend of mine on another team or something like that. Looking back, I guess you could say that I'm very goal-driven, and because of making sure that I do everything I can to reach that goal, it turns out I'm very competitive. Watching the 2012 Olympics in my living room on TV gave me a pit in my stomach. I felt very left out. I wanted to be there. So now, bringing it full circle here to a year ago, I noticed my times were dropping significantly, and I started getting the idea I could totally be at the 2016 Olympics, not be watching them on TV, and really go for it. But then I got injured. I was swimming the 50 free in a competition up in Phoenix. Right at the end, I buried in and went as fast as I can, and I did feel a little pop in my neck. Didn't really think anything of it. I touched the wall. I noticed that I had some extreme stiffness. I even went and I touched my neck and went back and forth, and I could hardly move my neck. I thought, I must have just pulled a muscle. That happens a lot. And I get out of the water, I stand up, and as soon as I stood up, I couldn't even move my head this way or this way. So I certainly thought, oh, this can't be good. The day after I injured myself on a Sunday, the swimming was on a Sunday. On Monday morning at 8 o'clock, I was Googling physical therapy companies in Tucson. And I called several different places. Maximum Impact was the only one that got back to me. Actually, I called them and someone answered the phone, and they got me in an hour later.
My impression upon meeting Kat for the first time was just how unpanicked she was when she came in. She may have been thinking that her swimming career was over, and she was obviously hurting in a bad way.
I was certainly very scared, very guarded, apprehensive to find out what was going on. Because thinking your swimming career is over is frightening. So I walked in with all these emotions and was immediately taken care of by 2 wonderful therapists who came in and sat with me, asked me a tremendous amount of questions from, have you had headaches when you were younger? Any injuries we need to know about? I mean, a whole slew of questions that I thought, this is very, very comprehensive, very in-depth. I wonder if I did do something when I was younger that caused this to happen.
At the end of our first appointment, like with any patient that we examine, the intent is to try and instill confidence in what our treatment plan is, to instill confidence that this is very much a recoverable injury.
Honestly, the best piece of information that I left with that first day was, not only are we going to get you ready for nationals, which was a month away, but we're going to make sure that you heal completely and you can continue your dream to go for the Olympics. After meeting with the two therapists, I felt very confident that I was probably going to do really well at nationals 30 days later, and this wasn't going to be an issue at all. It was just a minor hiccup. I truly feel fortunate to have both Nathan on the side where he's repairing my injury, making sure that I'm able to move properly for practice, that sort of thing. And then I have Jamil on the other side who's making sure that I'm getting stronger, that I'm using muscles that I don't usually use.
From my perspective, physical therapy treatment was focused on correcting some movement faults throughout her body. When she's trying to work at the level that she needs to achieve, small movement faults in all areas of her body needed to be addressed, starting from the neck all the way down to literally her toes.
He has me moving muscles that I never knew I even had, building them up so that I don't feel so weak.
It's nice having the therapist for Maximum Impact on deck during practice. It's made a huge difference. They can see what she's doing in the water, and we can talk them through some of the training that we put Kat through.
We're working to increase Kat's power with a dry land workout, challenging muscles that she didn't even realize that were weak, so that she can come off of the blocks faster and more efficiently.
A lot of people have heard me say, I'm lucky I got injured.
Before she was injured, she was a strong swimmer. And since she's been working with Maximum Impact and working through this, it's created her to be a better swimmer. She's actually faster now working with these physical therapists at Maximum Impact and working with us than she was before an injury.
It's amazing to think that an injury caused this to happen. What if I never got injured? I might just be still swimming the same times I was before. So yes, I'm very happy I got injured.
Maximum Impact decided to partner with Kat in this dream because we see her potential, because she has the work ethic and the desire and the drive to achieve those things. And that is just something definitely that we always want to partner with. What I want to tell Kat is that she's an inspiration to us all, to myself specifically, to be able to look past what the world is going to tell you, to look past the hurdles that are in your way, and just live up to your fullest potential by putting in the work and putting in the effort.
What's interesting about this is it took me so long to figure it out, but now I've declared that, yay, I'm going to go to the Olympics. Here goes my journey. And I have unbelievable support from not only my support team, physical therapists, but the community as a whole. And it's amazing, and it truly means a lot to me.